Hey friends, and welcome to this new video. Finally, we're almost there. Today there are exactly 7 days left until the release of Poppy Playtime Chapter 5, one precise week. If you think about it, we've been waiting for months, analyzing teasers, images, hidden clues, and now we're truly just one step away from the new chapter. Today isn't just any day, because today the countdown that Mob Entertainment started last Wednesday will finally come to an end. A countdown that sparked discussions, fueled theories, and kept our eyes locked on the timer every single day. And the moment this countdown hits zero, something very important will be released. The real question is, what should we actually expect? In this video, we're going to talk about all of that. We'll analyze the countdown, try to understand what might happen when the timer runs out, and why this date is so strategic. We'll also talk about the fact that in exactly 7 days, Chapter 5 will officially release, and what it means to be this close to launch. And then there's a message that was recently written regarding Chapter 5. We'll read it, break it down, and try to understand what it's really hinting at. Today there's a lot to cover. This is one of those moments where we need to pay attention to every single detail, because we know very well that in Poppy Playtime, nothing is ever done by accident. Before we start, I just want to ask you something quickly. If you're hyped for Chapter 5, leave a like on the video so you can support the channel and let me know you want more Poppy Playtime content during these intense days. And if you're not subscribed yet, subscribe now and turn on notifications, because in the next few days, important updates could drop and I don't want you to miss anything. With that said, get ready, we are 1 week away from the release of the new chapter, and today might be the day when everything truly starts moving. Let's dive in and see what's happening. As first topic, let's start with this teaser message. The message was written by CG5 on X, and it's a very simple but very direct sentence. This new chapter is gonna be crazy. Trust me, bro. That's not a neutral phrase. It's not a generic comment just to create hype. It's a very confident statement. And this leads us to a pretty obvious conclusion. CG5 has already played Chapter 5 inches advance, because if he writes something like that, it means he knows what he's talking about. It wouldn't make sense to be that bold without having tried it. Let's remember who CG5 is. He's a singer who creates songs about video games, and he already made the songs for the previous Poppy Playtime chapters. He knows the game well, he knows the atmosphere, he knows the characters, and he has already announced that on February 20, he will release the song dedicated to Chapter 5. Now let's think about this for a second. If the game comes out in 1 week and his song releases 2 days after the official launch, it's basically impossible that he didn't get early access to the chapter. To write a song about a game like this, you need details, you need scenes. That means he has seen the environments, key moments, maybe even the new characters. And if after playing it early he says it's going to be crazy, then we really have to prepare for something big. This makes the hype even stronger, because we're not just talking about theories or speculation, we're talking about someone who has actually seen the game, and who was clearly impressed by it. We have to wait only 7 days for the new chapter. After months of waiting, now the time is so short. We're in that phase where every small hint matters more, where every sentence could hide something. If this chapter is really as crazy as CG5 says, then we might be facing one of the most important chapters of the entire saga. And the feeling is that Mob Entertainment is preparing something that goes beyond expectations. There's almost no time left, just 1 week, and at this point, the wait feels almost more intense than the game itself. Now, let's move on to the second topic. Today, the official countdown on the website End of the Rope will finally come to an end. This is the site that was revealed in the latest VHS video from the restricted series. And in just a few hours, that timer will hit 0. Now let's stop for a second and think about this. If Mob Entertainment decided to create a dedicated website, connect it to a restricted VHS, and place a public countdown visible to everyone, it means that whatever will be released is not something minor. It wouldn't make sense to build all this anticipation for a small detail. According to many theories, this could be the official gameplay trailer for Chapter 5, and honestly, it would be the perfect timing. We are exactly 1 week away from release, so this would be the ideal moment to show something concrete. A gameplay trailer would finally give us answers about the environments, the mechanics, the atmosphere, and the overall tone of the chapter. Another very popular theory is the possible reveal of the red fur mascot. In the ARG, we have seen some hints that seem to connect directly to this character. We still don't have a clear image, we don't have a confirmed name, but the clues have definitely been there. In fact, we saw the red arms with yellow hands. An official reveal today would be huge. Then there are also theories suggesting that this could be the ending of the ARG itself. A final piece, a narrative closure that connects all the scattered elements we have been analyzing for months. It could be a video, a hidden message, something that completely shifts our perspective on everything we have seen so far. The truth is that right now we don't have concrete clues. There are no leaks, no official previews, and this is very typical of mob entertainment. We already know that they are always extremely reserved. They know how to create silence, how to leave space for theories, and then suddenly drop something unexpected. So the new content could be anything. Personally, I'm convinced it will be a big surprise for everyone. I don't think they built all of this for something minor. We are too close to launch, and this moment is too strategic. In any case, as soon as there are real updates, as soon as the countdown reaches 0 and we discover what they released, I will let you know immediately. These are decisive hours. And what happens today could completely change the way we look at Chapter 5. Now, let's talk about another detail that has sparked quite a bit of discussion in the past few hours. Some updates that appeared on YouTube. If we go to the official Mob Entertainment channel and check the restricted playlist, we can see that it was updated today. And of course, this did not go unnoticed. As soon as someone realized it, the theories immediately started. But if we open the playlist, we can see that there are no new videos and no hidden videos. What actually happened is much simpler. The restricted video that was published last week was finally added to the playlist. When it originally came out, it hadn't been included in the official playlist right away. So technically, this update could just be a technical fix, something they corrected later. However, knowing Mob Entertainment, it's natural to ask a few questions. Why update the playlist today? On the exact same day the countdown is about to end? Is it just a coincidence? Or is it a calculated move? We can't rule out the possibility that it was done intentionally. Even just updating a playlist can create movement, spark discussions in the community, and generate new doubts. And at a moment like this, just hours before the countdown ends, every small detail feels huge. Personally, I don't think another restricted series video will be released today. Simply because it wouldn't make much sense to build a dedicated countdown on an external website just to publish another episode of the same series. It would feel a bit redundant. That's why I think updating the playlist might have been a way to create a bit of confusion, to fuel discussions, and to raise the hype even more. Maybe it doesn't change anything on a practical level, but psychologically it works, because it keeps everyone watching the channel closely. And that's the point. In these hours, every tiny movement is being analyzed, every update is being interpreted, and they know that very well. So yes, it's probably just a late addition to the playlist. But in the context we're in right now, even something simple can become part of the game. And the hype keeps rising. For now, we have to wait for the countdown end. We have to wait only for a few hours. The waiting time is almost over. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed this video, like and subscribe please. Bye bye and see you soon in the next video.